flower in bloom, with she's all around, she lights up the room with colors. Her colors are strong. The love inside goes on and on. A flower so bright, with just one smile, dark turns to light. Her heart opens like a rose, and deep inside, her love it shows. This is your day now, your day to shine. Take back the gifts you have and make the world your shrine. Make it the best you can. Make it about you. This is your day now, baby. Go out there, make your dreams come true. Got through the storm, she weathers every cloud that comes along. She's strong now, with beauty and grace. Look at her face. It's time now to go out and inspire the human race. This is your day now, your day to be free. Go out and claim your life. This is your time to be. Go out and make your dreams. Set the world on fire. Hold your treasures to your heart. Smile, my baby, smile, my baby, smile. Ooh, baby, go out and make it all about you. Ooh, baby, this is a song I've written for you. It's coming from my heart. This is your day. Be the star you are. Be the star you are. Woo! This is your day now, your day to be free. Go out and claim your life. This is the time to be. Go out and make your dreams. Set the world on fire. Hold your treasures to your heart. Smile, my baby, smile. This is your day. Be the star you are. Be the star you are. Be the star you are. Thank you. Hey, I had so much fun creating that show, and now we're revamping it. All about mental health recovery. Hi, I'm Lauren. The floral bloom, life with beauty, nature still the same, though I'm without you. Do do do. To me, fun tonight, with the rhythm that you never would go wrong. Take your loving heart away from me for a moment of stupidity. Oh, Sharon, I'm a bad mother. I produced my first show when I was 30 and I couldn't talk to anyone. So there you go. I did that. Imagine, I'm a producer. I hope you enjoy that, guys, and I hope you can join us. You know, I did all of that on £100. That's all I had, and sold the whole thing out. So can you imagine? Can you imagine what we could do together? Look forward to meeting you all soon with special footage and bloopers and interviews all for you. Take care. Welcome to Encounters. Welcome to Moving on TV. My name is Lauren Hope Glory. I'm the proud CEO of Moving on TV, the TV station that gives you the hope and then the glory. Now, this is our mission statement. Our mission statement is that you have always got a platform for your talents, your dreams, your work, and it doesn't involve money. It involves connecting and bartering, because if you can't afford it, you barter. And you go out there and you promote Moving on TV. You come on here and do your own shows.
Moving on TV's mission statement is that you will never, ever sit on your own in your house and think, oh my God, I have this amazing singing voice and no one will listen to me. I've got to go and stand in a queue. That's not going to happen anymore. That's the past. But I'm going to have to stand in a queue for hours and hours and nobody will care about me. And I'm just a piece of meat and I'm just a voice. I'm nothing else. To us, you are unique. You are unique mind, body, and spirit. And we will take you and we will hold you and love you. And that's what moving on TV is. Because I can't be anything else. That's me. That's why I'm here. And because I will never, ever let you suffer the same way as I did to get to where I'm going. Okay, so that's my mission statement. The mission statement of Moving On TV is we are humanitarian, we are love, we are compassion, we are consciousness. We are here for every single unique human being, whether you clean the streets or toilets, or whether you're all the same. We're all equal. We are all equal. It doesn't matter who you are. If you have a dream, if you have a mission, if you have something that you want to give, come to Moving On TV. This is the news. This is the new news. And when we can, we will give you the truth bit by bit, little by little, but we will wake you up so you can find it out for yourself. Okay, so watch our programs and you can see what Moving On TV is. We are a TV station, not a channel. We are a TV station, just like BBC and Sky and ITV, a real TV station for everyone. Come on board Moving On TV, the TV station that gives you hope first. Tikva in Hebrew, hope, means it opens your heart and it makes you feel that you're here for a reason. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning. Tikva, ahava, light language. I love you. If you don't get this message, then you're not supposed to be on Moving On TV. We come from Christ consciousness and we come from somewhere else. Aquarius. And so this is your TV station. Join us. Come on board Moving On TV. You can contact us at movingontv1@gmail.com. Ring us or text 07437 532 798. I protect Moving On TV with the violet flame and the angels and all the light and all the beauty of Jesus and Buddha and Muhammad and all the leaders that came, Gandhi, that came to show us the way, to pave the way. Nothing enters Moving On TV unless it is based in that consciousness. I love you and thank you. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2021.
From around the world, this is the happy news from Moving On TV, your positive TV station. V-Station.
My name is Kimmery and welcome to the Happy News. Right, so I have a good news healing story which I'm delighted to share. I'm in my menopause, which happens to every woman when they make their 50s, and part of the menopause apparently is that we can get nodules on our thyroid, and it's quite common. And what happened for me is I got a cyst that developed around a nodule on a thyroid, and all of a sudden it grew to about the size of an egg. It was actually quite big. It was quite visible and it went in quite a long way. And so I was encouraged to go to the doctors, and so I went to the doctors and they followed all their tests, but I was determined that all the stuff that the doctors were saying was completely unnecessary. They want to cut things out and remove things and take off the thyroid, and it was no, I knew that I had this for me to experience healing. Something we practice in Unity where I work is the practice of healing, and this was giving me an opportunity to walk my talk, to experience healing. So I told the surgeon who wanted to cut it all out that I was only seeing him to please him. I wasn't doing it for me, and I knew that there was nothing wrong and it would all be okay. And I have been doing a lot of release work through emotion energy, getting in touch with the feeling that's going on and moving through and into that feeling and through it and out the other side, and really finding release through doing that, and real transformation. I've helped change anger into strength and authority. And what I did with my lump is one night I was really feeling quite bad emotionally, and it was a real particular feeling of rejection, which I knew went right back to childbirth. But knowing that is one thing, feeling our way through it is something else. So I allowed myself, when all these feelings rose up again, to go into the feeling, and it's a very difficult thing to explain. The head wants to analyse and explain and define, and I find myself lifting up into the head and back into it, intellectualising it. I took my energy from my thinking mind down into the body and just kind of dropped down into the feeling. And as I allowed myself to feel the feeling of rejection, it was so different. It was like, all of a sudden it was like, wow, if I feel this feeling without thought, it feels kind of expanded, but okay. It was like all of a sudden I could feel something and it felt different. It's almost impossible to describe it, but I allowed myself to feel the feeling and kind of breathed into it and just accepted and honoured that this was present and this was here. And so I sat with that for a few minutes, and then it was like, well, okay, now what do I do? And the answer was move through it. So I allowed myself to move through the feeling, and it was like, I describe it as being on a slide, coming out the other end. And as I came out through at the other end, I just moved into absolute joy and bliss, really. The whole experience of rejection had been dissolved. It was like it had never been there. I had the best night's sleep I've ever had in my life, I think. It was just amazing. And when I woke up in the morning, the lump had gone. So it was a real, and I knew that the lump was only there for me to experience healing, and it was through release of emotion, through allowing it, moving through it, not thinking about it, analysing it, defining it, blaming it, just really allowing and loving and being present to it and moving through it, and the healing happened. It sounds simple, it takes effort, but it is worth it. So that's my happy news story. There you are.
Hello, my name is Martin Oswald of Martin Oswald Hypnotherapy. I specialise in smoking cessation, weight loss, phobia release, stress management and hypnobirthing. I can do a free assessment via the phone, via Skype or face-to-face at any time. So that's Martin Oswald of Martin Oswald Hypnotherapy. Looking forward to your call now. You can also find me on my Facebook page, which is Martin Oswell Hypnotherapy.
It was all we could get, all right? Oh, shut up, man. How will you wear this get up? Why don't you complain a bit more, eh? How about a bit quiet? Right, remember what we rehearsed and good luck, then. Oh yeah, break an arm. That's what they say in shopping. No, they don't. They say break a leg. So we're probably going to break our necks like this. Oh, sweet lady. What's light beyond your window breaks? Come out and shine for me. My beautiful star. I love you. Shiver. You can tell me to go away from your door. Say that if you do, that will never stop me loving you. Play me again, call me your name. Don't I know that you do? I'm on the country. My life is here without you in it. You can settle the girl, not the worst in the world. But even if you do, that will never stop me loving you. You may be the one you just want to love. But baby, you're the best thing that I've ever found. If you want me to disappear, I'll go. But just let me tell you in on a few things first, my dear. Ransack my car, I'll watch over bar. Where every crack I scream, it's all on my heart, but now we're apart. On the street, don't please let me try, or I'll say goodbye. The things that leave true, that nothing will ever stop me loving you. Nothing will ever stop me loving you. Nothing will ever stop me loving you. Nothing will never stop me loving you.
It's one of yours, all right?
You could have at least shouted on your No. That's his pride and joy, isn't it, Sam? Right, Sam. I didn't realise there was such a sexy area. Nice to be, eh? Now you know how good when Hermione gets like you type that stuff. Over to you, Amy. Oh no, girl. I think you're not coming along cackling. Oh, sit down. Oh,
Leave it out, girl. Yeah, very funny. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Oh, yes, brilliant. Now our town's going to know.
you won't say anything, will you, girl? No, you didn't say a word.
Oh, thanks, God. Well done.
Pretty sure from the house about a year and fifty. Yeah, that's the name.
Oh, you rain something.
Well, it definitely proves something that he's a complete idiot and Jim hasn't got a clue about matching his shoes with his handbag. I think he's trying very hard. I wish he'd go and do something like that to me, so he's proud of himself. Well, you two can cheer up, I suppose that's something.
I think you're crazy, Elaine. Why possibly adore you? I wish my niece got so much trouble from me.
But have you heard anything from him, no?
Not even a letter or phone call. He's probably up to some single car. That's what they get up to now, isn't it?
Oh, that's his voice. You've got trust in him.
By the way, Sharon, I thought you all had something really special going. I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Yeah, so Brian and wife on the phone. Poor Amy. Poor Sharon. Poor me.
I wish Nick would come back. I've been so much.
I know what you mean. Very that hot. Everything all the time. Oh. Men, you can't live with them, you can't live without them. Oh, great, you've got me going now. Still, it would be so nice to be with the man again. Mike and I had great times together. Then you walked out and spoiled me all.
Oh, don't with Nick.
Oh, why can't life be simple? Then you be with Paul, Sharon, and you be with Nick. And Mike and I will be back together. But for some reason, something different, more special, stronger and deeper. Heaven.
It's the place to be. Hey, I had so much fun creating that show in the 90s. And it got such incredible feedback so that we've decided to revamp it. As you can see, we're bringing on new singers, new dancers, created new songs, revamping some of the songs. It's an amazing little musical. It's about mental health recovery in encounters. A group of people get together with all sorts of issues, depression, OCD, whatever, and they all recover. And hi, I'm Lauren. I'm the producer and the writer of this musical. And today I'm going to present you some scenes, little scenes from 1994, and see where we've brought on some new performers, some new talent. And we want to revamp this musical and take it out all over the world to tour. But first of all, we need to workshop it. And that's where you come in. Okay? Floral bloom, life with beauty, nature still the same, though I'm without you. Do do do, sky so blue, ball of fire, felt heart desire, though I'm without you. Do do do. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, Emily. Pick that up straight away, just so you know. So we went through that.
So you can see it. Do it again. 1, 2.
Heaven to me.
Then you come in. And.
Heaven to me. Oh wow! Oh, it's beautiful. Cause we're gonna have fun tonight. And the rhythm that you know and
only felt your love, never would go wrong. The days we were together, we honestly believed, no matter what would be, and nothing in this world could come between us. Then suddenly you wanted to be free.
Please don't take your loving heart away from me for a moment of stupidity. Won't you tell me what I have to do to mend your heart? Please don't take your loving.
Imagine all the good dancing girls coming out.
But just let me fill you in on a few things first, my dear. You can ransack my car, I'll watch over fall. Where every crash I will scream, ra-ta-ta.
This is where the dance would come in. But then you could take some of this and turn it into a hip-hop dance or something, maybe. If the music was adapted.
Yeah.
Because there's a huge amount of dance.
Pay the money and go. It's really good.
And get the CD. It's the best show I've seen.
For a long time.
we're going to do is If I Believe, so it'll be, you know it, I it in a second. If I believe.
Hey, I had so much fun creating that show, and now we're revamping it. All about mental health recovery. Hi, I'm Lauren.
The floral bloom, life with beauty, nature still the same, though I'm without you. Do, do, do. To me, fun tonight, with the rhythm that you never would go wrong. Take your loving heart away from me for a moment of stupidity. Oh, Sharon, I'm a bad mother.
I produced my first show when I was 30 and I couldn't talk to anyone. So there you go. I did that. Imagine, I'm a producer. I hope you enjoy that, guys, and I hope you can join us. You know, I did all of that on £100. That's all I had, and sold the whole thing out. So can you imagine? Can you imagine what we could do together? Forward to meeting you all soon with special footage and bloopers and interviews all for you. Take care. Welcome to Encounters.
Hey guys, welcome to Encounters. This is our Zoom meeting. Every Wednesday we do encounters, fun workshops on acting, maybe a little bit of singing, but we do have fun to take people's mind off everything that's going on, but to carry on building and growing the new musical, Encounters, that I've written. And so join us, have some fun and enjoy what we're doing. I'm just looking forward to some people coming on so that we can have a bit of a laugh and also show you a new musical in the making. There's movingontv1@gmail.com if you want the Zoom link. Take care and hope to see you at some point at a workshop and hopefully soon in a theatre or a rehearsal studio. We'll explain a little bit. Hi guys, welcome to Encounters, and this is our Zoom, exciting Zoom for tonight. Today is the 13th of January and it's really good to be here, and we've got Morgan here, so we've got another female and I'm really excited about that, to have another female. And Emma Clarendon is joining us as well at she's coming after her workshop, so probably about 7. Elaine and I know obviously Manuel will be here about 6. Vlad is on his way and Martin will be here about 7. So it's going to be amazing tonight because we're all here. Well, we're not all of us, but have I forgotten anyone? Anyway, so let me tell you a little bit about Encounters, Morgan. So Luke is playing Jim Barman. And he is basically the mother hen, so to speak. He runs Encounters, it's his business. And he takes care of not just the business, take care of everybody. Hang on, somebody just go back to me. Thank you for the offer, but I can't do it today. Okay, no worries. He basically is in charge of Encounters. He's in charge of the running of it, and he's basically takes care of all the characters. And he's getting a bit fed up. I don't know if you've been watching the Zooms, but he's getting more and more fed up because he's got his own issues. And hopefully Dan Woodvine is also trying to join so we can do the scene with Vince. So as I say, we'll see who joins, and according to that, we'll be able to do some scenes. Now, the character of Amy that I want to look at with you is because if you can act, and I know you can sing, I would look at you for Amy or for Sharon, because Sharon is a single mom. She's older, but then actors, it doesn't matter, you know, when you're an actor, you just adapt and you wear makeup and stuff. And you know, when I did Pygmalion, you know, Pygmalion, Luke, My Fair Lady, Pygmalion.
Oh.
No, do you know Pygmalion, Morgan?
No.
Without the music. You must know My Fair Lady. You know My Fair Lady, the musical. All I
Yes.
the room somewhere. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Pygmalion is the original play, and I played Liza Doolittle. And I had this actress, Christina. She was about 23, I think, and she played the old mum. She was brilliant. She played an old lady and she was absolutely brilliant. So as I say, you know, with acting, we adapt and, you know. So, okay, so I want to have a look at something with Jim in it. Would be great, with you and Amy. Let's have a look at something with you and Amy. I can screen share, but I'd rather really go with the script, quite honestly. So I'm going to see what I've got here in front of me. How about scene, I suppose scene, what's this? Dan Woodvine, he's finding it difficult to get in because he's something wrong with his connection. I can't use my Facebook iPhone app at all. I don't know why, but I'm having terrible problems with that. So I've got to use 2 phones at the moment, which is an absolute nightmare. This phone gets me into Facebook, It's like I'm jumping backwards and forwards all the time, but never mind. Okay, let me just check what you said. This is how it goes, Morgan. We jump backwards and forwards and people turn up and then the Zoom dies, you know, the battery, so they jump out again. And it's really good fun. Okay, no, that's no worries. Just keep.
I'm sorry if you can hear snoring, by the way. The dog's fallen asleep.
Ah, bless. Yeah, you could probably, can you hear my cat snoring? He's lying on the ground snoring his head off. That's all they do, animals. Right, no worries, keep trying, just keep trying. Okay, so shall we look at, let's go from the beginning, from scene one. You can do Jim, and I will do Elaine and Sharon, and if you do Amy, okay, Morgan, and then hopefully Nick will join in a minute, but we'll manage. So I'll do Elaine, Sharon, and if you could do Jim and I think Nick, because I don't think anyone else is in the first scene, and I'll narrate. Okay, so this is basically the opening. So the bar, music in the background, Jim is sorting the bar, Sharon is cleaning a table, in between chatting and looking at her phone, showing people photos of her kids. Elaine is sitting on the stool by the bar reading, Nick is on the chair playing with his video games, the bar staff are tidying up and getting the drinks, people sitting around by the table. Amy enters with a yoga mat. Now, Amy is very into yoga, she's holistic. There's a big story with Amy. Every single character story, and they're all covering up, okay? So the way she covers up her life, which I don't want to go into too much yet, is by being obsessed by yoga and new age stuff, absolutely obsessed, okay? And she is in love with Nick, okay? Nick is her boyfriend, and Nick is going in the army, and she's not happy about it at all. She's really upset. Okay, so you've got the first line. What time's the yoga tonight, Jim? So Amy enters with the yoga mat.
What time's the yoga tonight, Jim?
Check the schedule on the board, Amy. I've only got 2 hands. We're opening 20 minutes.
Okay, then we've got a bit of singing. You see, the whole of the opening is a little bit of speech and a bit of singing. And there is a whole workshop that we did. I think it's number 7, workshop 2 on the opening number. So you can find that on Encounters. If you go on if you go Encounters, the making of a musical on Moving On TV Community, you can watch that workshop, and because basically what happens if you got like bits of and then you've got the bits in between. What time's the yoga tonight? Right, and then you got bits like Sharon will come here. Welcome to Encounters. I work here every week. And she goes up to someone, light my fire, handsome. That guy there makes me freak. Okay, and then I'll leave that, the guy sing. Okay, and then Elaine goes, Sharon, can you get off that bar? It's so unladylike. And then you've got Amy. Sorry, I jumped a bit.
It's okay.
I jumped to the bit, sorry. It's basically after you've got Amy shoos the smoke away from and gestures to Nick to get rid of his game as she sits on his lap. Sharon moves back to the bar and picks up a magazine and puts her legs up on the bar to relax. That should be legs, not legs. And then Elaine says, oh, really, Sharon? Can you get off that bar? It's so unladylike. And then Amy comes in.
And I thought you were going to make this smoke-free zone, Jim.
I'll make it a Sharon-free zone if she doesn't do some work soon.
Oh, come on, Jim. You know you don't mean that. After all, you wouldn't let little Kylie and Jordan starve now. After all, you are their loving godparent, after all. She keeps saying after all. Why, I don't know. Here, she picks up her phone to show him the photographs. Don't you think Kylie looks like her namesake? Elaine takes out a mirror and examines herself. She screams, "Oh, hair! 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 I have a stray hair! Oh, look, Sharon, look quickly. Can I have a tweezers? Have you got a tweezers, girl?" Huge panic. She has OCD. All the women and even one man start to look in their bag for a tweezer to find one. This can be really funny as we work through it. All right, keep your hair on. Did you hear what I said? I said, oh, come on, it's a joke, Elaine. I'm sorry. I know you're very sensitive. Vince, who is sitting on his own, hands a tweezer to Elaine. She takes it, plucks the eyebrow, and calms down. Everyone heaves a sigh of relief, and the music goes back to being sedate. Jim carries on with getting the bar sorted. Then we have the bar again. What have you got today, Jim? And it's all sung, okay? Okay, so we need to jump to Jim ignores her, carries on getting the bar ready. Elaine has calmed down, and then Elaine says, okay. Remember, we thought it may be a good idea to try to get to know each other a bit, you know, by bringing in something from our childhood. Well, I brought this. She puts a doll's house onto one of the tables. Everyone gathers and starts to examine this in fascination. Can you do, Nick?
Yeah. You've got to be kidding me.
He picks up his video game as Amy jumps up to look at the doll's house too.
Come on, kill the bastards. Well, we can see what your favourite childhood toy was, and still is, eh?
Oh, it's years since I've seen that. I used to love staying with you and your mum and dad when I was in between homes. You were so lucky. I wanted to be like you. It reminded me of Little Women. I wanted to be that Amy, because she doesn't like Amy, the silly one. Oh, and remember Feisty Joe. Marmee, everyone should have a Marmee. Marmee, Marmee. This can be deceiving, Sharon. It wasn't all it seemed to be. It was nothing like Little Women, I can assure you. Oh, Lainey, I'm so sorry. I never knew. Why didn't you tell me? Well, some things are better kept private. Not everyone needs to go around telling the world everything, from our favorite shampoo to our favorite sanitary towel like you. I don't. Why, it's... He then gives her a look. Right, Amy? Morgan? Do you know?
Actually, my favourite childhood toy was replica Bambi. I cried so much when his mother was shot. I hate violence. Is that it?
Guns and what? And then someone says to her,
Guns and war. Yeah.
War should be banned.
I hate guns and war should be banned. There you go. I got it.
Jim?
Oh, that's sad, Amy. How old were you?
18.
Sometimes we need to have guns for wars, Amy.
Oh my God, it speaks.
No, we don't, Nick.
Actually, Amy, Nick is right, and so are you. But you have to agree that things would have gotten way out of hand if we hadn't gone to war with Saddam, Hitler, you know.
Sorry, where are we? Oh, this is getting really depressing. Anyway, we had fun with your dolls. I remember when we were kids, Lainey, we used to play with it, with the doll's house, and all those lovely little plastic ornaments. Amy?
Plastic. It's a complete waste, Sharon. It's clogging up the ocean. It's killing the fish. It can't be recycled.
Oh, lighten up, will you? You need a good seeing to, hey, Nick? We sure can see what your favourite childhood game was, Nick, or still is. And Nick keeps playing his war video game and encourage it. Amy and Sharon are nearly going to have a fight. Jim breaks it up and drags Sharon to the bar.
Work now and stop aggravating the customers.
But we're not even open yet. And then basically we do the opening number. Okay, well done. That's really good. Good, really lovely acting. Okay, now we're going to swap, and you're going to do Sharon. Okay, so again, Amy's got a Middle Eastern accent, which is really easy to learn if you're an actor. You know, you can learn on, I'll tell you more about her storyline, but she's basically a refugee.
Okay.
And so she has a more of a Middle Eastern accent. Sharon is Cockney, which
Okay.
is kind of, you know, EastEnders kind of Cockney, it doesn't matter. And she's tough, and she's like into magazines and Kylie and all of that stuff, you know. So she called her kids Kylie and Jordan, you know, boy and girl, which will probably have to change at some point when we find out what's really going on, Noah. Okay, so we'll do the whole of that again, but if you want Sharon, I'll do Amy.
Okay.
We'll just, as I say, go with what we've got and just have a look at the different ways you can characterize them. So what I'm saying is try to make Sharon very different to Amy. And just have a look at your acting. And then what we do is we do a bit of improv. And of course, with improv, it's brilliant because we can just pull the characters to pieces and develop them, and it's really good fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go from Amy.
Yes.
What time's the yoga night, Jim?
Check the schedule on the board, Amy. I've only got 2 hands and we open in 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've got all of this is singing, so don't worry about that, Morgan. Okay, and then it jumps to Amy shoos the smoke away from her, and then Elaine says, "Oh, really, Sharon, can you get off that bar? It's unladylike. It's so unladylike." And I thought you were going to make this a smoke-free zone, Jim.
I'll make it a Sharon-free zone if she doesn't do some work soon.
Come on, Jim, you know you don't mean that. After all, you wouldn't let little Kylie and Jordan starve now. After all, you are the loving godparent. After all.
Get rid of one of those after alls, there's too many.
Okay.
It's just annoying. If you do use the same phrase, you've got to phrase it differently. So you've got to say it in a different way. So if you say, "Come on, Jim, you know you don't mean that. After all, you wouldn't let Kylie and Jordan starve now. After all, you are their loving godparent. After all," actually, it could be quite funny for Sharon if you did, if she did do it 3 times, but in different ways.
Yeah.
Then you get away with it. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And then she picks her phone up to show him the photos.
Okay.
Don't you think Kylie looks?
Do you think Kylie looks like her namesake?
Elaine takes out a mirror, examines herself. Oh, hair! I have a stray eyebrow hair. Oh, look, Sharon. Look, Jesus. Have you got a tweezers, girl? Oh, oh. All the women and even one man start to look in the bag for a tweezer to find one. This can become really funny as we work through it.
All right, keep your hair on. Did you hear what I said? I said, oh, never mind. It's a joke, Elaine. I'm sorry. I know you're very sensitive.
Vince, who is sitting on his own, hands a tweezer to Elaine. She takes it, plucks the eyebrow, and calms down. Everyone heaves a sigh of relief. The music goes back to being sedate. Jim carries on, sorting the bar, and then we've got the singing, which we can't do at the moment. Which we can do, but we're not prepared. So, well, I've got beer, lager, but no, I'm prepared, forget it. And then Sharon sings, "I've got a date." Jim ignores her, carries on getting the bar ready. Elaine has now calmed down. Remember, we thought it may be a good idea to try to get to know each other a bit, you know, by bringing in something from our childhood. Well, I brought this. She puts the doll's house onto the table. Everyone gathers and starts to examine this in fascination.
You've got to be kidding me.
He picks up his video game as Amy jumps up to look at the doll's house too.
Come on, kill the bastards. Well, we can see what your favourite childhood toy was, and still is, eh?
Sharon?
Sorry, what I am.
Oh, it's years since I've seen that.
Sorry.
But after he says, we know what your favourite childhood toy.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's years since I've seen that. I used to love staying with you, your mum and your dad, when I was in between homes. You were so lucky. I wanted to be like you. It reminded me of Little Women. Oh, I wanted it to be Amy, the silly one. And remember Feisty Joe? And Marmee. Everybody should have a good Marmee. Marmee.
So that goes, everyone should have a Marmee.
Okay.
Marmee. You know, really
Okay. Okay.
So see that bit again. She goes to fantasy world, Little Women.
Okay.
So if you just go back to it, reminded me of Little Women.
Okay. It reminded me of Little Women. A Marmee. Everybody should have a Marmee. Marmee.
Good. Looks can be deceiving, Sharon. It wasn't all it seemed to be. It was nothing like Little Women, I can assure you.
Lainey, I'm sorry, I never knew. Why didn't you tell me?
Well, some things are better kept private. Not everyone needs to go around the world from our favorite shampoo to our favorite sanitary towel like you.
I don't, Wyatt.
Okay, so she kind of says, I don't do that.
All right, okay.
Then she's about to.
I'm very new to the whole acting thing, I'm sorry.
No, you're doing really well. Don't worry about it. You're just the first time you've read it. Just say, so this is why I'm just saying to you, it would be more like, I don't. So, you know, she kind of protests.
Kind of offended, yeah, a little bit offended, yeah.
Why it's, and then she's about to go into what it is, okay? I don't. Why it's, okay?
Okay.
I'll do the bit before that. Not everyone needs to go around telling the world everything from our favorite shampoo to our favorite sanitary towel.
I don't. Why it's...
Actually, my favorite childhood toy was a replica of Bambi. I cried so much when his mother was shot. I hate violence. Swords should be banned.
Oh, that's sad, Amy. How old were you?
18? Everyone laughed.
Sometimes we need to have guns for wars, Amy.
No, we don't, Nick.
Actually, Amy, Nick is right, and so are you. But you have to agree that things would have gotten way out of hand if we hadn't have gone to war with Saddam, Hitler, you know.
Sharon?
Oh, this is getting really depressing. Anyway, we had fun with your doll's house. Remember, when we were kids, Lainey, we used to play with it and all those lovely little plastic ornaments. I loved them.
Plastic is a complete waste, Sharon. It's clogging up the ocean and killing the fish, and it can't be recycled.
Now lighten up, will you? You need a good scene too, eh, Nick?
Oh, we sure can see what your favourite childhood game was, Nick, or still is, as Nick keeps playing his war video game and encouraging it. Amy and Sharon are nearly going to have a fight. Jim breaks it up, drags Sharon to the bar.
Work now and stop aggravating the customers.
Sharon?
But we're not even open yet.
Cool. I like it. You've got an energy. She's got good energy, hasn't she?
Thank you.
Strong
I really
energy.
relate though to Amy because I'm very much like that. I do cry. I have
All
cried
right,
at Bambi
okay.
before myself, and I've got a turtle, so I really care about ocean and plastic and stuff. So
Well, the advantage of Amy is because she's the youngest, but Sharon is feisty. I don't know. It'd be interesting, you know, I'm looking at both of them, wouldn't it? We'll look at both.
it would be, yeah.
My gut is going for Sharon. What about you, Jim? Luke?